Yo! What's up, chat? Yo! What's up, chat? Everyone hit that like button. Let's go! Alright, chat. Everyone hit that like button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Everyone double tap your screens like this. Double tap your screens like this once we get to 50 likes. 50 likes, I'll start doing shoutouts, guys. Everyone double click your screens like this. Let's go, chat. You made an edit of me yesterday. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. We'll see who the top donator is tonight. I'm writing the top donor sticker right now. Boom, 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 boom. We'll see if Oscar joins back. That was crazy last night. I was going crazy, chat. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out, guys. Let's get this live stream going. Let's try to get to 236,000. We're only 300 away, guys. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Who wants a shout out? Who wants a shout out? Shout out to Sky, Noah, Lola, Morgan. Shout out to you, Morgan, for subscribing. Claire for subscribing. Ashwa for subscribing. Elizabeth, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Sailor, thank you for subscribing. Shout out to you. Leah for subscribing. Sophie for subscribing. Jonna for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Isabella for subscribing. Thank you so much. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Lawson, shout out to you for subscribing. MJ, shout out to you for subscribing. Corey for subscribing. Kate, Bethany for subscribing. Shout out to you guys. Scarlett for subscribing. Shout out to you guys. Caroline for subscribing. Shout out to you guys. Harper and Marcus for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Kate, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you so much. Guys, everyone do me a favor. Double tap your screens like this. Whoever donates first gets their name on the top dono sticker. We'll see who gets it. If you donate, you get your name on the board right here. And there's different amounts of donuts for different rewards. So let's go. Subscribe to the channel and comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Sky for subscribing. Paisley for subscribing. JC for subscribing. Bradley for subscribing. Scarlett for subscribing. Thank you so much. Chase for subscribing. Thank you so much. Jala for subscribing. Paige for subscribing. Thank you so much. Aliyah for subscribing. Thank you, Alora, for subscribing. Sophia for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to Caitlin for subscribing. Shout out to Ethan for subscribing. Thank you so much. Brianna for subscribing. Zara for subscribing. Jordan for subscribing. Ethan for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Nat for subscribing. Kaylin for subscribing. Guys, if you want a shout out, all you got to do is comment your names down in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Shout out to Lawson. Shout out to JJ. Shout out to Jaden for subscribing. Shout out to Avery for subscribing. Shout out to Joseph for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Caesar for subscribing. Let's go, guys. Everyone do me a favor. Double tap your screens like this. Everyone double tap your screens like this. Double tap, double tap. Let's get to 100 likes. Whoever donates first gets their name on the top dono sticker. We'll see. We'll see who the top dono of this live stream is. $5 dono is name on hat. $10 dono is moderated. 20 is name on hoodie. 50 is name on my hand. 100 is a front flip. 200 is name on wall and Sharpie. And $500 is jump into hot tub, which has never been done. I don't have a drink right now. I'm probably going to go get one soon. All right. Shout out to Nailish for subscribing. Shout out to Chase for subscribing. Shout out to JC for subscribing. Shout out to Sky for subscribing. Shout out to Kevin for subscribing. Shout out to Mina for subscribing. Shout out to Kate Conan for subscribing. Rosala for subscribing. Shout out to Mary for subscribing. Thank you so much. Lawson for subscribing. Annabelle for subscribing. Sky for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Olivia, shout out to you for subscribing. Izzy, shout out to you for subscribing. Josh, shout out to you for subscribing. Kinsley for subscribing. Sophie for subscribing. Noah for subscribing. Hassie for subscribing. Alina for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Shout out to Tyler for subscribing. Skylar for subscribing. Allison for subscribing. Maria for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Leah for subscribing. Rosalia for subscribing. Brenda for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Sydney for subscribing. Aiden for subscribing. Ty for subscribing. Ethan for subscribing. Joshua for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shiloh for subscribing. Jenna for subscribing. Avery for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Thank you guys so much. Alright guys, everyone do me a favor and double tap your screens like this. Everyone double tap your screens. Let's go. Let's get to 200 likes. Guys, top dono gets their name on here. We'll see who the first dono and the top dono is, guys. Let's go. If you donate, you get your name on the board as well and a certain prize depending on how much it is. Appreciate you guys so much. Alright, shout out to Riley for subscribing. Shout out to Jenna for subscribing. Shout out to Lily for subscribing. Shout out to Ella for subscribing. Natalie for subscribing. Nately for subscribing. Kaylee for subscribing. Leah for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Angel for subscribing. Shout out to Lawson for subscribing. Shout out to Eliana for subscribing. Emily for subscribing. Sam for subscribing. Kylie for subscribing. Lila for subscribing. Melvin for subscribing. Thank you so much. Olivia for subscribing. Leah for subscribing. Kinsley for subscribing. Appreciate y'all so much. Hazel for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Let's go. Everyone hit that like button. We're 4 likes away from 200. Shout out to Parker. Shout out to Journey. Shout out to Mary for subscribing. Shout out to Bethany for subscribing. Shout out to Juan for subscribing. Skylar for subscribing. Shout out to Ella for subscribing. Macy for subscribing. Cater for subscribing. Natalie for subscribing. Lawson for subscribing. Macy for subscribing. Oh my gosh! Grace L with the first dono of the live stream. Thank you so much, Grace, for the $2 dono. Let's go. What's up, Grace? Let's get Grace on this top dono sticker. Let's go, Grace. Grace for $2. Thank you so much, Grace. Really appreciate that. $2. You're $3 away from the first reward, which is name on hat. But you do get your name on here for donating. Grace, you're the first donator alive. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Let's go. Let's get to 236,000 subs. Ow. Shout out to Miles for subscribing. Emma for subscribing. Leighton for subscribing. Macy for subscribing. Thank you, Liz, for subscribing. Thank you, Melvin, for subscribing. Thank you, Stephanie, for subscribing. Thank you, Theo, for subscribing. Thank you, Cater, for subscribing. Zemi, thank you for subscribing. Yassi, for subscribing. Faith, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Amelia, for subscribing. Jane, for subscribing. Natalie, thank you for subscribing. What's up, Exotic? Janessa, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Jane, for subscribing. Mimi for subscribing. Nicole for subscribing. Guys, if you want to shout out, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Top dono is Grace with $2. Yo, let's go. $1 dono, My Life. Thank you so much, My Life. I'm going to break my chair. Oh my gosh. Guys, let's get My Life's name on this board for that $1 dono. Thank you so much, My Life. my life. Thank you so much. You were the second dollar. Oh my gosh! Chat! No way! No! Oh my gosh! Y'all are gonna actually make me break my chair. Grace! Thank you so much for the two $10 donut. My bad. $10 donut. You get moderator for that. Thank you so much. You already have mod, so thank you so much for the $5 or $10 donut. Let's change your amount. Guys, the top donut is $12 total now. Grace is literally her. Grace is her, bro. $12 donut. Guys, top donut is $12. If you want to beat the top donut, you got to donate more than $12. My chair's going to break. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to Harlow for subscribing. Shout out to Jameson for subscribing. Richard, what are you writing there? Everything you write is the same. I'm writing y'all's names. When I give you guys a shout out, I write your name down. Shout out to Audrey for subscribing. Shout out to Skylar for subscribing. You might donate 200? No way, bro. If you donate 200, you get your name on the wall in Sharpie, bro. Thank you so much if you actually do that, bro. Shout out to Audrey for subscribing. Shout out to Patricia for subscribing. How do you donate? It's a button down there or a button down there. One of those bottom corners. Check it out. Boy, I couldn't even read your handwriting. I thought 2-month-old. Whoa. Shots fired. Shout out to Olivia for subscribing. Lizzie for subscribing. Danielle for subscribing. Emma for subscribing. Maxim for subscribing. Those are not names? Bro. They are. I just have really bad handwriting, chat. And it's like reverse. Look. Kaylee, Carly, Gigi, Leslie, Maya, Kaylin. There's a bunch, see? I'm sorry I have bad handwriting, chat. Anyways, shout out to Jameson for subscribing. Thank you so much, Jameson. Shout out to Emma for subscribing. Thank you so much, Emma, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Guys, look. We're 100 subs away from 236,000. Let's get there, chat. Shout out to Omar for subscribing. Shout out to Marcelo for subscribing. Shout out to Max for subscribing. Bailey for subscribing. Victoria for subscribing. Walker for subscribing. Omar for subscribing. Liliana for subscribing. Kelly for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. The top dono is Grace for $12. We'll see if anyone beats the top donor. Shout out to Skylar for subscribing. Trixel for subscribing. Nolan for subscribing. Mio for subscribing. Katina for subscribing. Thank you so much. Callie for subscribing. Rainey for subscribing. Paige for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Thank you so much. Trixie for subscribing. Kaylee, thank you for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. $5 dono is name on hat. $10 dono is mod. $20 dono is name on hoodie. $50 dono is name on my hand. $100 dono is front flip. $200 dono is name on my wall. $500 dono, which has never been done, is jump into the hot tub with my clothes on. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat for a shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Abby for subscribing. Emma for subscribing. Juan for subscribing. Brooke for subscribing. Thank you so much, Brooke. Shout out to Lauren for subscribing. Shout out to Jameson for subscribing. Thank you so much, Jameson. Scarlett for subscribing. Maddie for subscribing. Thank you so much, Maddie. Thank you, Eric, for subscribing. Thank you, Gabe, for subscribing. Thank you, Nico, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat for a shout out. That's all you got to do. Amelia for subscribing. Eva for subscribing. Chad for subscribing. Parker for subscribing. Thank you so much. Scarlett for subscribing. If someone donates $500, I will dye my hair. Yo, Caitlin saying if someone does a $500. Oh, Grace, thank you so much for a $3 dono. Grace, let's go, Grace. You're $5 away from getting your name on my hoodie. All right, Grace is up to $15. Guys, the top dono is $15, guys. That's what. Okay, so if someone does a $20 dono, you'll take the top dono. But right now, Grace is in the lead for $15 for the top dono. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to Avery for subscribing. Shout out to Priest for subscribing. Shout out to Chad for subscribing. Kinsley for subscribing. Bailey for subscribing. Katina for subscribing. Olivia for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Vicky for subscribing. Paula for subscribing. Abigail for subscribing. Lando for subscribing. Lexi for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Everyone, do me a favor and double tap your screens like this. Everyone, double tap your screens. We're almost at 236,000 subscribers. Let's try to get there, guys. Let's get to 236,000. Come on, chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Comment your names down in the chat. Hit that subscribe button if you want a shout out. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Boom, 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 boom. Shout out to Cameron for subscribing. Shout out to Macy for subscribing. Thank you so much. Marlon for subscribing. LeBron, thank you for subscribing. Luke, thank you for subscribing. Eli, thank you for subscribing. Luke again for subscribing. Juan for subscribing. Vivian for subscribing. Thank you, Sammy, for subscribing. Thank you, Maxim, for subscribing. Thank you, Reed, for subscribing. Thank you, Miller, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go, let's go. If you guys want a shout out, comment your names in the chat and hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Top dono is $15. We'll see if anyone beats $15 dono. You get your name on here if you want, if you beat that. Shout out to Mary for subscribing. Shout out to Sophia for subscribing. Shout out to Emma for subscribing. Shout out to Seth for subscribing. Shout out to Bryson for subscribing. Shout out to Michaela for subscribing. Amber, thank you for subscribing. What's up, Staring Dog? Shout out to Susie for subscribing. Barrett for subscribing. Bob for subscribing. Bray for subscribing. Carmel for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Bailey for subscribing. Shout out to Skylar for subscribing. Andrew for subscribing. Bailey for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to Sam for subscribing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Top dono is $15. We'll see if anyone beats the top dono, guys. Thank you so much for 236,000 subscribers. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Let's try to get to 237 tonight. Let's get to 237. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Let's go. Comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub button for a shout out. Shout out to Hazel for subscribing. Felicity for subscribing. Crew for subscribing. Who else? Who else? Who else? Shout out to Luke for subscribing. Paige for subscribing. Thank you so much. Gunner for subscribing. Thank you. Iris for subscribing. Charisma for subscribing. Jeremiah for subscribing. Benny for subscribing. Lando for subscribing. Lorena for subscribing. Thank you. Ava for subscribing. Lexi for subscribing. Jasmine for subscribing. Camille for subscribing. What's up, Elaney? Shout out to Mayla for subscribing. Shout out to Elaney for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We finished that part. Now we're going to do this part, guys. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Guys, if someone donates more than $15, you get your name on the sticker. I'll put your name on the sticker, guys. If you donate, you also get your name down here. On here. Where did my marker go? Where did my marker go? What the heck? Chat. Where's my marker? I'm actually mad. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. So far, My Life and Grace have donated. My Life and Grace. Guys, let me read off the donos. $5 dono is name on my hat. $10 dono is mod. $20 dono is name on my hoodie. $50 is name on my hand. $100 dono is a front flip. $200 is name on my wall. $200 name on my wall above my YouTube plaque in Sharpie. And then $500, which has never been done, is jump into my hot tub on stream. So let's go, guys. Comment your names in the chat and hit that sub button. Shout out to Paisley for subscribing. Shout out to Adelina for subscribing. Thank you, Adelina. Shout out to Jace for subscribing. Shout out to Bailey for subscribing. Shout out to Lila for subscribing. Shout out to Kayla for subscribing. Shout out to Kate for subscribing. Shout out to Rocky for subscribing. Shout out to Jillian for subscribing. Shout out to HB Bros for subscribing. Shout out to Mimi for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Call your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Shout out to Ryan for subscribing. Jeff for subscribing. Jasmine for subscribing. Shout out to Daniel for subscribing. Let's go, Daniel. Shout out to Catalina for subscribing. Shout out to Ryan for subscribing. Shout out to Jeff for subscribing. Let's go, Jeff. Shout out to Andrea for subscribing. Shout out to Nevea for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Call your names in the chat. Shout out to Evan. Shout out to Nicole. Shout out to JD. Shout out to Christina. Guys, hit that sub button. Call your names down in the chat. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, chat. Everyone do me a favor and double tap your screens like this. Everyone double tap your screens. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to Nick for subscribing. Shout out to Macy for subscribing. Shout out to Amber for subscribing. JD for subscribing. Shout out to Oakley for subscribing. Shout out to Amber for subscribing. Parker for subscribing. Who else we got? We got Ainsley for subscribing. Henry for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Hit that sub button and comment your names in the chat. That's all you got to do for a shout out. Comment your names in the chat and subscribe. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Top dono is still Grace with 15 bucks. We'll see if anyone beats Grace for $15. Shout out to Peta for subscribing. Kelsey, thank you for subscribing. Chloe for subscribing. Dexter for subscribing. Thank you, Akeen, for subscribing. Thank you, Lainey, for subscribing. Julie for subscribing. Thank you, Charlie, for subscribing. Thank you, Mason, for subscribing. Thank you, Condrea, for subscribing. Thank you, Evan, for subscribing. Thank you, Nailish, for subscribing. Thank you, Dixie, for subscribing. Thank you, Jessica, for subscribing. Conrad, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. That's all you got to do. Shout out to Lania for subscribing. Nicholas for subscribing. Ella for subscribing. Zoe for subscribing. October for subscribing. Buckley for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Oh, crap. Santiago, thank you for subscribing. Guys, the top dono is $15. We'll see if anyone beats the top dono of 15 bucks, guys. Grace is in the lead. Shout out to Peyton for subscribing. Shout out to Kaylin for subscribing. Shout out to Tristan for subscribing. Shout out to Cleaston for subscribing. Shout out to Amy for subscribing. Guys, comment your names in the chat and subscribe for a shout out. Shout out to Cleaston for subscribing. Shout out to Marhias for subscribing. Shout out to Grace for subscribing. Shout out to 20 for subscribing. Shout out to Ben for subscribing. Shout out to Jennifer for subscribing. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat. In 1 second, I'll do more shout outs. I just need to make a community post real quick. Alright, guys, comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub button. Let's go. Shout out to Abby for subscribing. Shout out to David for subscribing. Shout out to Chris for subscribing. Shout out to Adelaide for subscribing. Shout out to Ariane for subscribing. Shout out to Jackson for subscribing. Shout out to Jordan for subscribing. Caden for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Easton for subscribing. Shout out to Charlie for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Grace for subscribing. Stevie for subscribing. Shout out to Katina for subscribing. Shout out to Ashtoons for subscribing. Shout out to Tallulah for subscribing. Shout out to Marky for subscribing. Shout out to Ashley for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Kinsley for subscribing. Shout out to Patience for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button and comment your names in the chat if you want a shout out. That's all you got to do. Shout out to Anna for subscribing. Shout out to Jayana for subscribing. Caden for subscribing. Piper for subscribing. Stevie for subscribing. Audrey for subscribing. Come on, guys. If you want to get a shout out, hit that sub button, comment your names in the chat. But let me read off the donut rewards real quick because I'm pretty sure y'all can't read this. $5, name on hat. 10, moderator. 20, name on hand. 50, name on hand. 100, front flip. 200, name on wall. 500, jump into the hot tub. If you donate, you get your name down here. And if you donate more than $15, which is the top donut right now, you get your name on the top donut sticker. I'll write it down. So yeah. Let's try to get to 237,000 subscribers, guys. We are 800 subs away. Let's get there. Guys, hit that sub button and comment your names in the chat. Let's go. We can get there. I know it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Everyone hit that subscribe button, comment your names in the chat, and I'll give y'all some shout-outs in a second. I just need to fix one thing. Yo! Fortnite legend. Nikki! Oh my chat! Oh my days! Oh my days! Nikki and Fortnite Legends, you both get your name on the board. Nikki, you just took the top dono. Grace has to go. I'm sorry, Grace. But Nikki, you get your name on the top dono sticker. Let's go, Nikki. Top dono equals Nikki. For $20 is the new top dono. That's going to be... Yo, Nikki and Grace are going to have to fight for it, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Give me 1 second. I got to get... Thank you so much, Fortnite. It was Fortnite. And Fortnite Legends. Fortnite Legends and Nikki both get their names on here. Let's get their names on here real quick. And Fortnite. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much for donating. For $20, you get your name on my hoodie. Oh my gosh! There's no way! There is no way! Oh my days, chat! Oh my days! I'm gonna break my chair. There's no way. Nikki is donating again for $50. Nikki, no way. Guys, I don't know how far Nikki's gonna go. That's $70. Thank you so much, Nikki, for a $70 dono. $70 in donations. Nikki is a legend. Guys, I don't know if anyone's beating Nikki. That's insane. Thank you so much for that. Guys, everyone hit that subscribe button, comment your names in the chat. Nikki, I'm writing your name on my hand since you donated $50. Thank you so much, Nikki. Your name is on my hand for donating $50. Appreciate you so much. You are $30 away from getting the front flip onto my bed. $30 away. And then 200 is name on my wall in Sharpie above my YouTube plaque. Appreciate that so much, Nikki. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. We also got to get Nikki's name on the hoodie. Guys, if you donate, you get benefits. You get rewards. So if you want to donate, you can. Top dono is now $70 though, so that's going to be hard to beat. $70 dono. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go, let's go. The only one that has never been done is jump into a hot tub for 500. That's never been done, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat if you want a shout out, guys. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Nikki. Oh my gosh. For $50 dono. Thank you so much for another $50. You're actually making my day, Nikki. Oh my. Okay, let's make a new one for Nikki. That's $120 total. $100 is a front flip. So I got to do a front flip in a second. Thank you so much, Nikki. Top dono is up to $120. She's actually crazy. Thank you so much. Guys, I don't know how far she's going to get. But right now, it's looking pretty positive. I might end up having the jump in the hot tub. Who knows? $120 is the new top dono. Thank you so much, Nikki. I really appreciate it. You don't even understand how much I appreciate that. $120. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Nikki is only $30. No, my bad. Nikki is $80 away. $80 away from having her name on my wall permanently. On my wall in Sharpie above the YouTube plaque. She's 80 away, chat. 80 away. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. And I'll try to give you guys shout outs. Let me give you guys some shout outs. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Shout out to Nolan for subscribing. Everlive for subscribing. Shout out to Adel for subscribing. Nolan for subscribing. Tyler for subscribing. Paisley for subscribing. Yo! My life! My life! Thank you so much for another $1 donut. I think, yeah, I already have your name up here, but thank you so much for another donation, my life. Shout out to Nolan for subscribing. Steve for subscribing. Jojo for subscribing. Anna for subscribing. Yo, Oscar last night was insane. If Oscar joins back, then Nikki will actually have some competition. Guys, hit that sub button, comment your names down in the chat for a shout out. Shout out to Jacob for subscribing. Shout out to Abby for subscribing. Shout out to Braden for subscribing. Shout out to Allison for subscribing. Shout out to Landon for subscribing. Shout out to Mitz for subscribing. Mackenzie for subscribing. I know it's all backwards. I'm sorry. Shout out to Fish for subscribing. Shout out to Madison for subscribing. Yo, Nikki, if you donate $500, I will write anything letting you. Shout out to Stevie for subscribing. Shout out to Ocean for subscribing. Shout out to what's up, Faith? What's up? Shout out to Adolph for subscribing. Thank you so much, Adolph. Shout out to Laura. Thank you so much for being a member and subscribing. Appreciate you. Shout out to Stevie for subscribing. Let's go, Stevie. Guys, hit that sub on. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Everyone double tap your screens as well. Let's go. Nikki has her name on my hand, chat. If you also want your name on my hand, all you got to do is donate $50. Chat. There are so many different rewards. I'll read off the list real quick. I'm going to read off the list because it's backwards apparently. So, all right. $5 donut is name on hat. $10 name monitor. $20 donut name on hoodie. $50 donut name on hand. $100 donut is front flip. $200 donut is name on my wall. $500 donut is jump into my hot tub. That's never been done, but we'll see what happens. Oh, chat, I got to do a front flip because Nikki has donated a total of over $100, so I have to do the front flip. I almost forgot, guys. I'm going to try my best. I don't know if I'm going to get it, chat. Everyone, hit that sub button. Hit that sub button, chat. All right. Let me lock in. I don't know if Nikki's still here, but Nikki, here we go. Oh, that was tough. That was clean, chat. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for being here. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. And yeah. Hit that sub button. Subscribe and comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think Nikki's here either. I think she left. Nikki still has the top donut no matter what. $120. I don't know if anyone's going to beat it, guys. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Brian for subscribing. Kaya for subscribing. Fizzy for subscribing. Chad for subscribing. Wania for subscribing. Shout out to Sophia for subscribing. Shout out to Jaden for subscribing. Shout out to Yasser for subscribing. Nicole for subscribing. Kate for subscribing. Thank you so much. Kavion for subscribing. Thank you, Falon, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Shout out to Chloe for subscribing. Jaden for subscribing. Israel for subscribing. You're the best YouTuber. Let's go. Shout out to Carmen for subscribing. Amber for subscribing. Darcy for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Matthew for subscribing. Madison, thank you for subscribing. Steve for subscribing. Guys, everyone hit that sub button. We're 700 subs away from 237. We got to try to get there, chat. We got to try and get there. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you want a shout out. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Everyone hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to Whitney for subscribing. Shout out to Carmen for subscribing. Shout out to Brandon for subscribing. Shout out to Max for subscribing. Shout out to Maggie for subscribing. Shout out to Sid for subscribing. Shout out to Max for subscribing. Maggie for subscribing. Aubrey for subscribing. Sadie for subscribing. Shout out to Adel for subscribing. Karsten for subscribing. Helena for subscribing. Stevie for subscribing. Thank you so much. Karstine for subscribing. Sage up for subscribing. Wani up for subscribing. Thank you, Marlon, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Call your names down in the chat. Shout out to Adele for subscribing. Jess for subscribing. Jaden for subscribing. Emery for subscribing. Molly for subscribing. Brielle for subscribing. What is going on up there? Shout out to Ren for subscribing. Shout out to Jalen for subscribing. Jenny for subscribing. Shout out to Deshaun for subscribing. Angels for subscribing. I'm actually about to crash out. What does that sound? Shout out to Leah for subscribing. Shout out to Deshaun for subscribing. Shout out to Carmen for subscribing. Shout out to Belle for subscribing. Shout out to Anna for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. We're about 600 subs away from 237. Let's get there. Dude, what is that sound? Shout out to Grayson for subscribing. Shout out to Arya for subscribing. Shout out to Christina for subscribing. Leah for subscribing. Jess for subscribing. Shout out to Anna for subscribing. Shout out to Raylan for subscribing. Shout out to Leah for subscribing. Guys, comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub on if you want a shout out. Selena for subscribing. Gideon for subscribing. Shout out to Alora for subscribing. Elijah for subscribing. Shout out to Derek for subscribing. Shad for subscribing. Quinley for subscribing. Alright, guys. If you donate, you get your name on my hat. We're going to do a little extra thingy. Any donation, you get your name on my hat, chat. Who wants your name on my hat? No, it died. My laptop died. No. Guys, hit that sub on. Nikki is the top donor. We'll see if anyone beats the $120 donor. Oh, it's already back on. Alright, guys, comment your names in the chat for a shout out. Do you know what I can do for you, girl? Do for you, girl. Shout out to Shad for subscribing, Anna for subscribing, Annabeth for subscribing, Jemena for subscribing, Shaw, Aria, Kristen, Anna, Elliot, Leah, Shad, Olivia for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Kezion for subscribing, Omar for subscribing, Nicholas for subscribing, Stellar for subscribing, Annabeth for subscribing, Rawl for subscribing, Brooke for subscribing, Carmen for subscribing, David for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Aves for subscribing. Thank you, Aves. Shout out to Dylan for subscribing, Stella for subscribing, and Jiro for subscribing. Shout out to Carmen for subscribing, Brandon for subscribing, Layla for subscribing, Aves for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Shout out to Jalen for subscribing, Layla for subscribing, Lucy for subscribing, Sophie for subscribing, Christy for subscribing. Guys, we'll see if anyone beats the top donor of $120. We'll see if it happens. I don't know, though. Shout out to Logan for subscribing, Layla for subscribing. If you donate, you get your name on the hat. If you donate, you get your name on the hat. Let's go, let's go. Shout out to Stella for subscribing. Shout out to Sean for subscribing. Shout out to Buck for subscribing. Shout out to Shelby for subscribing. Shout out to Adelia for subscribing. Shout out to Catalina for subscribing. Shyla for subscribing. Fred Head for subscribing. Jimena for subscribing. Catalina for subscribing. Dylan for subscribing. Shout out to Jax for subscribing. Shout out to Bethany for subscribing. Anna for subscribing. Shyla for subscribing. Bree for subscribing. Chat, hold up. Shout out to Bernie for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Shout out to Shyla for subscribing. Abby for subscribing. Shout out to Shyla again for subscribing. Aiden for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Everyone hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. My summer's going pretty good. Shout out to McKenna for subscribing. Shout out to guys, comment your names down in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub one. Why is it so hard in here, bro? Shout out to Layla for subscribing. Shyla for subscribing. Ella for subscribing. Shout out to Dean for subscribing. I'm 15. Shout out to Jax for subscribing. Shout out to Saint Boo for subscribing. Melia for subscribing. Zoe for subscribing. Rylan for subscribing. Addie for subscribing. Jax for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Story for subscribing. Avi for subscribing. Kuwar for subscribing. Story for subscribing. Jaslyn for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. Paisley for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to Katie for subscribing. Shout out to Randy for subscribing. Ava for subscribing. Brianna for subscribing. Shout out to Robert for subscribing. Jaslyn for subscribing. Alexa for subscribing. Caroline for subscribing.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Princess for subscribing. Gabriella for subscribing. Luna for subscribing. Damien for subscribing. Holly for subscribing. Mateo for subscribing. Emma, thank you for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub on, comment your names down in the chat. 15 more subs to be 500 away from 237. Let's get there, guys. Did you guys like up my shorts today? Are y'all real ones? Did you like up the shorts today? Did you like up the shorts today, guys? Hit that sub on. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Shout out to Adeline for subscribing. Shout out to Drea for subscribing. Shout out to Juliana for subscribing. Shout out to... Alright, this is just like... Shout out to Zolly for subscribing. Shout out to John for subscribing. Colton for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. McKenna for subscribing. Shout out to Regina for subscribing. Shout out to Naisha for subscribing. Shout out to Mila for subscribing. Shout out to Anvi for subscribing. Shout out to Lola for subscribing. Ella for subscribing. Shout out to Gracie for subscribing. Shout out to Gavin for subscribing. Shout out to Chloe for subscribing. Thank you, Chloe. Shout out to Ella for subscribing. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Everyone comment your names in the chat and hit that subscribe button if you want a shout out. Top dono is $120, so if anyone beats the $120 dono, then you can get your name on here. If you donate, you get your name on the board. So let's go, chat. Comment your names down in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Shout out to Kingston for subscribing. Juliana for subscribing. Bentley for subscribing. Thank you, Anaya for subscribing. Eli for subscribing. Thank you, Andrel for subscribing. Or Andre. Shout out to Crime Pictures for subscribing. Shout out to Briley for subscribing. Shout out to Lindsay for subscribing. Shout out to Kennedy for subscribing. Whitney for subscribing. JD, shout out to you for subscribing. Shout out to Gracie for subscribing. Eli, shout out to you for subscribing. Jade, shout out to you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Janessa for subscribing. Shout out to Huntley for subscribing. Lola for subscribing. Presley for subscribing. Marley for subscribing. Cash for subscribing. Vicky for subscribing. Thank you so much. Lola for subscribing. Eli for subscribing. Thank you. Vicky for subscribing. Eli for subscribing. Mackenzie for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Who wants a shout out, guys? If you guys want a name on hat, $5 dono, $10 dono moderator, $20 dono, name on hoodie, $50 dono is name on my hand, $100 dono is a front flip, $200 dono is name on my wall in Sharpie, and $500 dono is jump into my hot tub. Guys, hit that sub button, comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go, let's go. Shout out to Mela for subscribing, Eli for subscribing, Bentley for subscribing, Quest for subscribing, Sienna for subscribing, Huntley for subscribing, Ava for subscribing. Bro! No, I'm not writing names anymore. I was. But now I'm just doing shoutouts. Shout out to Briella for subscribing, Lexi for subscribing. Get a job? Bro, this is my job. I'm 15 years old, so sorry you're commenting on a 15-year-old's post, bro. Shout out to Alex for subscribing, Eli for subscribing. London, shout out to you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Weston for subscribing. Ansley, thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Malila for subscribing. Jaden for subscribing. TK for subscribing. Shout out to Kayla for subscribing. Lexi for subscribing. Jaden for subscribing. What's up, Alexandra for subscribing? Thank you so much. Shout out to Frizzly for subscribing. Shout out to Mason for subscribing. Pania for subscribing. Sophia for subscribing. Leo for subscribing. Caden for subscribing. Shout out to Hazel for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. If you comment your name in the chat, I'll give you a shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Emmeline for subscribing. Katira for subscribing. When is this live going to be over? I don't know, Randy. If you don't want to be here, that's fine, bro. Shout out to Stellar for subscribing. Kevin for subscribing. Shout out to Aubrey for subscribing. Esme for subscribing. Cassie for subscribing. Sam for subscribing. Brentley for subscribing. James for subscribing. Shout out to Dylan for subscribing. Shout out to Kindle for subscribing. Faith for subscribing. Orion for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Who wants a shout out, guys? Shout out to Tiana for subscribing. Emma for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Maddie for subscribing. Irfan for subscribing. Pania for subscribing. Amber for subscribing. Nayara for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Tiana, thank you for subscribing. Citizen, thank you for subscribing. Leo, thank you for subscribing. Amber, thank you for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Shout out to Mars for subscribing. Sophia for subscribing. What's up, Stevie? What's up? Shout out to Carter for subscribing. Thank you, Carter. Shout out to Amber for subscribing. Shout out to Cooper for subscribing. Shout out to Romeo for subscribing. Kyla for subscribing. Amber for subscribing. Dalton for subscribing. Mabel for subscribing. Trinity for subscribing. Josie for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Let's go. We're 400 subs away from 237,000. We're 400 away, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Lawn Care Kid. Juju for subscribing. Jimmy for subscribing. Addie for subscribing. Simon for subscribing. Anna for subscribing. Mia for subscribing. Mila for subscribing. Min for subscribing. Sophia for subscribing. Brianna for subscribing. Amber for subscribing. Johnny, LeBron, Mia, Sophia, thank you for subscribing, guys. Alejandro, thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Ariana again for subscribing. Shout out to Alejandro for subscribing. Shout out to Valentina for subscribing. Shout out to Addie for subscribing. Nick for subscribing. Sailor for subscribing. Huntley for subscribing. Alright, chat. I'm about to get off live. But I have a mission for you guys. If you guys have been here before, the mission is to go help me and like my shorts, chat. I need y'all to go like my shorts, okay? I need y'all's help. Actually, I'll stay on live I'll stay on live for an extra 5 minutes if someone does a $20 dono. But anyways, if you guys don't want to, that's fine. But anyways, if someone, okay, yeah, guys, look. I posted 5 shorts today, right? All in the green shirt. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you guys go like these up, it helps me out a lot. So I'd really appreciate it if after this live ends, you guys go like all those shorts, okay? I also, 3 days ago now, I think. Yeah, 3 days ago, posted this video of my top 15 most viral shorts. So if you guys want to go watch this, it's really short. Leave a like on it as well. I really appreciate that, guys. So yeah, those are my 2 announcements. And I think I might go make some new shorts. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah. I'll see y'all later. God bless y'all. Thank you so much for all the support. And yeah. Alright, see y'all later. Thank you so much. Bye, 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 bye. God bless y'all. Have a great rest of your night. I might go live later, honestly. I just need a drink and some rest, and I'm going to go make more shorts.